Epic Games messy Bandcamp sell ends with mass layoffs. Another fantastic piece of news coming out of Epic. I mean, it just gets worse and worse and worse for things coming. Epic is looking so disgusting, so gross. Epic Games' messy Bandcamp sale ends with mass layoffs. Jesus. The audio platform popular for gaming soundtracks and other music suffers major cuts and deal with SongTrader. So, if you don't remember, Epic bought Bandcamp roughly 16 to 18 months ago. Everybody was wondering what they were going to do with Bandcamp. Apparently nothing. But sit on it. And then wait until they were apparently in some financial struggles. And as with so many of their other things, they decided to go ahead and crush the employee base of the company and then sell it off. Music is healing. The late musician Prince once said. Bandcamp co-founder Ethan Diamond told NPR in 2020 the point of the independent digital music platform he was building was to bring that power of healing to everyone. Many current Bandcamp employees are going to need it. Epic Games, which acquired Bandcamp just a year ago, laid off roughly half its staff today after finalizing its sale to music licensing company SongTrader, amid wide-scale cuts at the Fortnite maker. One former employee told Kotaku that nobody's heard from Diamond since the sale was announced. Quote, over the past few years, the operating costs of Bandcamp have significantly increased, SongTrader wrote in a statement. It required some adjustments to ensure a sustainable and healthy company that can serve its community of artists and fans. After a comprehensive evaluation, including the importance of roles for smooth business operations and pre-existing functions at SongTrader, 50% of Bandcamp employees have accepted offers to join SongTrader. The rest of the roughly 120 employees will be laid off by Epic and receive 6 months of severance, even as Bandcamp's union continues to bargain with the billion-dollar company over better terms. Epic Games bought Bandcamp in March of last year for $273 million, according to internal documents viewed by Kotaku. According to two former employees who wish to remain anonymous because they did not want to jeopardize their severance packages, even Diamond was not aware of Epic's plan to sell Bandcamp to SongTrader until as soon as the night before the deal was announced. Diamond did not respond to a request for comment sent to his Bandcamp email address over a week ago. It has since been disconnected. Epic declined to comment on whether Diamond was aware of the deal to sell Bandcamp before it happened. Yeah, here you go. Perfect. Bandcamp, extremely profitable company, uniquely beloved of musicians and fans alike, riding a wave of public goodwill, decides to sell themselves to a billionaire who then dumps them off to another billionaire who now fires half the company. Epic Games announced it would divest itself of Bandcamp in a September 28th blog post that revealed roughly 830 layoffs across the wider company. Employees of the independent music platform, which have been an especially popular place for fans to buy from and support video game composers directly, were left in limbo in the weeks that followed as to whether they would have a job at SongTrader once the sale was complete. Two former employees said they were immediately logged out of Epic's company-wide Slack channel once the deal was announced on September 28th, despite still being on the company's payroll until it officially closed. They also claimed that a majority of the staff had lost access and permissions to the tools needed to perform their regular duties in that time, grinding everything but critical functions within Bandcamp to a halt as staff waited to see who would be laid off. During the weeks that followed, Bandcamp's union, which represented about half of the company at the time, called on SongTrader to voluntarily recognize the union, while it also negotiated with Epic over how the layoffs to union members would be handled. For example, the game publisher said that no employee who received an offer from SongTrader would remain eligible for Epic's severance package. They would effectively be forced to take the job at the new company, despite the massive changes to conditions on the ground, with Bandcamp being cut roughly in half. Quote, there's no way Bandcamp will continue as SongTrader has promised, one former employee told Kotaku earlier this month. It's just completely flipped up. The chaotic transfer of ownership and the confusion among staff was due in large part to the nature of the deal between Epic and SongTrader. The two companies agreed to an asset sale of Bandcamp rather than a stock sale. This meant that SongTrader was only acquiring the technology and platform rather than the company as a whole, including its staff. As employees waited for the deal to close, many were left in the dark about what was going on and who would ultimately still have a job when the dust eventually settled. According to 2 former employees, neither Epic CEO Tim Sweeney nor anyone else on Epic's senior leadership team ever held an all-hands meeting with Bandcamp staff where they could ask questions. Big flipping surprise, right? The sudden, unexpected purchase of Bandcamp in last year by Epic and its messy sell-off this month have drawn criticism from many supporters of the platform. Share a vision of building the most open, artist-friendly ecosystem in the world. Epic Games wrote at the time of the original acquisition. The fact that Epic sold Bandcamp a year after they bought it shows that they had no plan and no real interest in Bandcamp's mission. Tweeted faster than light, composer Ben Prunty. It's not clear what will happen to Bandcamp going forward. I think it's pretty clear. Bandcamp is going to be a shell of what it was. And basically, Songtradr is going to utilize anything that Bandcamp was to become part of their own platform. Basically, we're committed to keeping the existing Bandcamp services that fans and artists love, including its artist first revenue share, Bandcamp Fridays, and Bandcamp Daily. It said in a statement to Kotaku today. Epic will continue to work with Bandcamp on Fortnite Radio and remains an investor in Songtradr. According to 2 former Bandcamp employees, those who were laid off were disproportionately from the union. Songtradr has no access to union membership information, and we executed our employment offer process with full consideration of all legal requirements. A spokesperson for Songtradr told Kotaku, they said final offers were sent out after a careful evaluation and examination of several factors. We talk about this a lot. Anytime a company decides to sell out, even if it seems like it might be a good deal in the first place, there's always the potential that you're going to be totally without anything that you can do to save this thing you've created that you care about, you know? And this is just another example. It happens all the time. You get these big companies that come in, they swoop in, they wave a bunch of big old stack of cash, open a briefcase, and they're like, hey. And it's hard for a lot of people to resist. Shout out to the ones that haven't, like developers like Eric Barone or AKA Concerned Ape, with Stardew Valley. Yeah, I mean, if you think that individual has not been offered insanely lucrative deals to sell out to other companies, you are out of your mind, as well as like Relogic with Terraria, stuff like that. There are a lot of companies out there that a lot of developers and stuff like that that I think they understand. Could they have potentially made a lot more money up front by selling out to a bigger company? Absolutely. But for some people, they also understand that what that means in the long run is losing everything they've worked for. More often than not. Just like what Bandcamp has had happen here. It probably seemed like a great deal in the first place. Yeah. Epic was like, oh, we'll take care of you. We've got all these ideas we're going to do. We're going to improve. You've got great stuff going. We're going to help you elevate these processes and we're going to give you a bunch of money and we'll own you. And can do whatever they want. And this is the result, right? It's a tough lesson learned. It sucks. And, heart and thoughts go out to all those people that have once again lost their jobs from Epic being apparently just an absolute disgusting corporation. And Tim Sweeney You know, again, I'll link this real quick. We had a great article here recently by an individual named Mike Drucker. Um, it was basically a parody. This entire article was just like a parody of all these default excuses we get and statements we get from the gaming industry whenever they do this kind of crap. Yeah, we care about the player base and we care about the community. Unfortunately, this was unavoidable, but there's never any kind of definitive information about what led to these situations for these companies. If any of the president, the CEO, Tim Sweeney, has anybody done anything to like maybe take a bit of a pay cut to try and save some jobs or anything? Probably not. You don't talk about the CEO's pockets. You don't talk about that because they care about everybody. So don't worry about it. It's a really good article. I did my best to read it in a very sarcastic type of way because it was written in a very sarcastic way. It's very good. I think it's a great little VOD for people to watch. And I mean, we see it happen time and time again, whether it be Embracer that does this kind of thing or Epic that does this kind of thing. I mean, you name it, dude. We see it every single year from a lot of these big companies where it's like, oh, well, we made a lot of bad business decisions and we're just going to make our employees pay for it that are the ones that helped us get to this prominent position in the industry in the first place. It's terrible. And it's disgusting. And it's just a very vague default, stupid. It's the same exact statement we get from all these companies every single time, But it doesn't seem like most of them are actually trying to do anything to take care of their people before they have to resort to any kind of, things like firing people or anything like that. And Bandcamp is the latest victim of Epic, dude. You've got Epic's own employees, which resulted in basically Mediatonic, Fallout, or not Fallout, but Fall Guys developer being obliterated. Psionic is now, their game Rocket League is being heavily destroyed by Epic, making them not allow in-game item trading because Epic thinks that's going to help them make money. It's going to destroy that game. It's going to significantly impact the player base of that game. They fired 850, give or take, people. They're selling off Bandcamp and firing more people from that company. I mean, you name it, raising prices of their Fortnite V-Bucks and stuff. It's just nonstop right now for Epic. It's gross. More and more and more and more and more and more and more. Epic looks disgusting right now.